Hello and welcome all to Circle of Healing Connection. My name is Madhu.
My name is Angela. We have Kitty with us today. Kitty is a holistic healer and nutritionist with a background in psychology. Welcome, Kitty.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everyone.
Well, Katie, it is a pleasure to have you on board today. And please do tell us about your journey, how you become a holistic healer, and what brings you to today where we are at.
Beautiful question. So my intention is to feel as good as possible and to live a beautiful life full of health, energy, freedom, joy, happiness. And in order to do that, there are things we can do to build our health, build our energy, like food and being in nature, meditation, all of that. So yeah, my journey, I've always been spiritual because that's how I was raised. But my journey really began when I first had my Reiki session back in 2012. And that just blew my mind because honestly, I felt so different after my first session than I did before. I felt that so much cloudiness and stress that I once felt. Like I always felt my mind cluttery. So back in the day, I was not able to meditate. I just always had so many thoughts on my mind. I don't think I could have meditated for even a minute. Like it was just always chaos. There was a lot of weed, alcohol, caffeine. Like I was just completely unbalanced. A beautiful heart and soul always all along, but a lot of confusion in my mind for sure. So the Reiki session really helped me to clear out all that clutter. And I really felt like, wow, this is actually how I'm meant to feel. Like I feel like who I am connected at my heart and soul level. And I knew in that moment, I'm like, I need to learn this and do this for other people because I know there's other people like me that are going through these issues and may not even realize that this could even help them, but it definitely would help. So yeah, that was the date I knew that I wanted to learn Reiki. And that was also the same day that the woman actually shared an insight about me going back to school for studying nutrition. It came as a divine insight from my grandfather who had passed away. And I wasn't really sure about the insight at the time. I wasn't too keen on going back to school at this time. I had just finished my psychology degree and I was kind of like schooled out. You could say, but when I actually ended up looking into it, I noticed, wow, these courses are actually amazing. This is stuff that I'm even learning about for fun these days. I was just starting to watch documentaries and starting to change my diet, eating more plant-based, realizing how important food was. And I just wanted to learn more and more and more and embody it. And I just felt so much better making some of these changes. And I wanted to share and overflow that to others and help them in their journey. So yeah, I've learned a lot in my journey and it's my joy to share with others.
That's just beautiful. Thank you so much, Kitty.
Yeah.
So I guess Reiki or like any holistic healing just becoming more and more popular nowadays, especially with the pandemic that's going on. So can you tell us more about the Reiki healing? Like what does Reiki healing do and who can benefit from it?
For sure, for sure. So if you have a particular health or energy issue, often, the root is emotional or energetic. So yes, we can do many wonderful things physically, like, nutrition or massage, chiropractic, alignment, structural, like all that is very important. But also, if you don't get at the emotional or energetic root, you may not fully resolve and heal the root of the issue. And you may find that it just keeps coming back or doesn't fully get healed. So Reiki actually heals the energy behind the issues. And also a big thing is a lot of people's minds are very cluttery, just with the way that, society is and all the bombarding of everything and Facebook and emails and all that. So there's a lot of chaos in the minds is what I see a lot in my practice of people coming that it's just like they're very much in their head. So we help to just clear out that clutter in the head and get you more connected and grounded in your heart space and clear out your energy so that the life force can flow through you. Because if your mind is all cluttered up, how is the universal energy going to be able to get through and flow freely? So same with even blocks, say like maybe you just experience a heartache and maybe your heart kind of subconsciously closed to protect yourself from being hurt again, but then you end up with kind of like a blocked energetic heart. Or maybe there's a digestive issue and it's highly emotionally linked, like you have IBS or something, and maybe you're doing the supplements and the foods, which is great, but what's the emotional, like, unsettled feeling that you're experiencing, or is there past trauma about it? Maybe you had an abortion or a miscarriage and there's trauma in your womb. That's something that I see often as well. So just to clear out those issues, even to clear out past relationships of people that maybe you were intimate with, or past boyfriends that you still, or girlfriends that you still feel somewhat energetically attached to, or you feel that it's draining your energy, or certain relationships that you're finding are depleting you or draining your energy. And the idea is to, release any negative cords about that and just be more so like in your own energy and be filling your cup and radiating it out and less affected by what's happening around you. Not saying you need to be like absolutely perfect and totally like steel to whatever goes on, because we are humans and we have emotions and we're allowed to, feel and release and heal those things. But the idea is to become stronger in our energy so that, our boat can't tip over, or we don't get so rocked over by the things that happen in life, because, there's always things that happen in life. So yeah, Reiki definitely is really beautiful, and it's a great way to just tap into your own healing magic of your body, because your body knows what to do. It knows how to heal itself, but it's all about getting you in the space where your body's healing magic can, flow and work, and that you're in a very relaxed state.
Oh, this has been a very informative session. I mean, I've learned so much about it. Um, Otherwise, like, it's like you just live your life no matter what trauma, no matter what happens, and you just tell yourself, move ahead, keep past, and we never really get to deal with those issues, and like how unknowingly it affects us in every part of our body. It's just mind-blowing to even know about it. But talk to me about the food and nutrition part. I mean, as a foodie, that appeals to me. So,
Amazing.
talk to us about the nutrition part that you actually do, and how our diet affects our health and mindset.
Definitely. I mean, I'm sure everyone has felt the effects of food. Say, like on Halloween, if you eat too much Halloween candy, you may get, a stomach ache or a headache. Like, you can see that food does affect you for sure. And if you eat very clean and healthy, and you make it with love, and you're in a mindful state while you're eating it, because it's not only about the food you're eating, but it's also how are you eating it. You just feel such a difference, especially when you're doing it over time. And the idea is to eat as pure as possible, because the closer to nature that you eat, the more pure the energy you're going to receive from the food. So ideally, like organic food, because it wasn't sprayed with a bunch of pesticides and it was grown by people who really care about the earth and care about health. Whereas some of the other stuff, like the GMO things, that's a whole other topic. But I mean, it's pretty much poison and it goes against the forces of nature. So, and then when bugs eat it, their stomachs explode. So when we eat it, we don't explode because we're bigger than bugs, but it is doing damage over time, like in our guts and things. So definitely, we have one body in this life. So we may as well treat that body with so much love, kindness, care, health, and compassion, so that we can feel good and radiate and longevity, and like preserve our temple basically, so that our soul and energy can flow. And if our temple, like if your stomach is all blocked up with a bunch of foods that are difficult to digest, that have a bunch of weird ingredients and chemicals and preservatives, you may not be like digesting it fully. And personally, I like to feel clear in my stomach. I don't like to feel bloated or stomach ache, because I don't find that a fun way to live. So I'd rather eat foods that just digest easily, that are more natural, that are clear, using natural products. Like I take it seriously about like this being the body, and like really loving it up. And it's fun. So my magic is that I actually make it fun. So, making it easy, making it simple, finding quicker ways to do things. Because yeah, it could be time consuming if you like go full all out, but if you maybe do some food prep in advance, and then you can quickly throw things together. And that's something that I teach in my online cooking classes and my cooking retreats, is like showing you how to quickly put things together that are simple, that are like foolproof, that like you can definitely do. And change it up also with your intuition of depending what foods you're actually feeling in that day, in that moment, to balance your energy.
Oh, that's a good information about eating healthy and eating clean. I guess with the part eating clean, I heard there's something special you're doing today.
I started doing a farmer's market at my place. and just distributing like organic produce. I teamed up with farmer Alex, and he brings produce from his farm and from his neighbors' farms. And then I also have bulk food items: rice, lentils, coconut, Brazil nuts, legumes, beans, all that stuff, and maple syrup, honey, date sugar, all the good stuff basically that you'd be getting at the grocery store. But everything that I sell is actually much cheaper because I'm getting it more directly. There's less like middlemen kind of thing. Because that's also my vision, is to make healthy living accessible and affordable for people. So that's been really fun, just to get these goodies out to people. And it's, you know, you can bring your own container, you can do it by weight, get exactly how much you want. You don't need to buy those silly little plastic weighed out things already at the store. You can say, you know, I want this much. Someone even brought supplement containers that were empty, and she filled it with lentils. So like, there's really creative ways of just reusing things and consuming less plastic and a less footprint, and get it cheaper and get it fresher. So I mean, it's a win, 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 win. And I've also been doing some clothing swaps on certain weeks, so people can just declutter their home and their closets, and they can also leave with some free goodies. So that's been fun as well.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Definitely healthy living needs a team to have it together. So if anyone wants to know more about Kitty's Reiki healing and her nutritionist part of her practice, please go to our website, circlehc.org, and get to know more about her farmers market as well. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you. Reach out.